of celebrities, though, what's up with Dancing with the Stars?
Yo, they just announced the new contestants, hosted by Tyra Banks.
Go ahead, Tyra.
Who was it hosted by before? Because I don't even remember. That's how you know it wasn't the best host.
I think, wasn't it Kim? No, Kim Kardashian was on the show.
She was one of the dancers?
Yeah.
No, she wasn't.
Yes, she was. Yep, she was.
I think it was Chloe.
Nope, it was Kim Kardashian a long time ago.
I can't even believe that.
She was, trust me.
But this season, they just announced Carol freaking Baskins as one of the dancers. I don't even care about Dancing with the Stars. I've never really watched it in my life.
Your sister loves that show.
Yeah, my sister loves it. I need to see Carol Baskins hitting these dances.
That old ass.
I think she did it too. So I'm gonna be looking, see if she looked guilty while she hitting the dances.
Think, motherfucker. Okay, so let's see who hosted it in 2018.
Carol Baskins and Nelly. Shout out St. Louis.
Hey, you can find me in St. Louis.
Yo, I met him. We played a show with him in Arizona. He's the nicest guy.
Yeah.
And people from St. Louis, the first thing they ask, what school district did you go to? Like, what high school did you go to? Because of how people know each other in Missouri. So, yeah, I told him Fort Zumwalt. Shout out Fort Zumwalt.
That's where we went to high school?
That's where I went to high school. He knew what I was talking about. I think I told you this before, but when I was in high school, Jay Leno made fun of our school district because it was the highest percentage of teen pregnancies in the country. And he made the joke, Fort Zumwalt, more like Fort Fertile. Am I right?
He said what?
We had a daycare in our school, which I thought was normal. Did you have a daycare in your school?
Hell nah.
That face.
What the fuck? No, I have no fucking. First of all, I went to a predominantly white high school.
Yes, me too.
Henry Sibley. Ain't no fucking daycare. Nah. But that's nice though. Yeah, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? You know, that shit weird.
So you're excited? You're gonna watch Dancing with the Stars or what?
Nah, I'm cool. I'm trying to figure out who the past hosts were. It's hard for me to find. But Tyra Banks being on it, like, you know, I love me some Tyra. Okay, that's Bobby Bones. Okay, who hosted Dancing with the Stars 2018? Okay, so the full cast, though, just so you can know, because I'm pretty sure it was Kim Kardashian on 2018. Oh, these are all people that I don't know. Is Dancing with the Stars in a different country too? Okay, let me just tell you who's on this year. So Monica Aldama, cheer coach at Netflix called Cheer. Carol Baskin, CEO of Big Cat Rescue. Caitlin Bristow from The Bachelorette. Vernon Davis, former NFL player. Sky Jackson, S-K-I Jackson, actress and Disney Channel star. I don't know her. Jeannie Mai, host of The Real. She used to date Young Jeezy. I love her ass. Nelly. And that's all I know. Olympic skater. This year's fucking weak.
It's always the people that win. It's probably the Olympic skater or Carol Baskin. Who knows? Maybe she got moves.
Really? Yeah, Carol Baskin's on there. I said her.
But who do you predict? Put your money down.
Nelly,
okay.
Who's he with though?
No, they're always with the real dancers.
Oh, right.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
The pros.
Carol Baskin, so really, like, if you can get on, listen, that just shows you that if you can get a little bit of clout, you on.
Yeah, they make money too. I know somebody that was on that show.
Damn,
they
really?
Yeah, people don't know that, but they.
What do you know on that show?
Okay, so what's his name? Cody Simpson was on the show. Also, I hope I'm not talking out of my butt, but I'm pretty sure Jake Miller was on the show.
Who the fuck is Jake Miller?
Just people that you don't know. You know Cody Simpson though, right?
From That's So Raven?
No, what? Cody Simpson. Anyway, he's an artist.
Interesting.
His sister is Allie Simpson.
Don't know who that is.
Also an artist. Yeah. Anyway, whatever.
Okay, cool.
They're Australian.
Okay, cool, yeah. But Tyra though, and yeah, I love some Tyra Banks. Although I will say that I've been rewatching a lot of America's Next Top Model. Ouch, Tyra.
What do you mean, ouch?
Ouch, Tyra. It's a lot of racist weird shit going on in there.
What's racist about it?
Okay. Well, for example, she had one episode that I remember seeing where she made all the white girls dress up as black women. She painted their skin.
Oh, so there was blackface going on. But it's okay. It's okay if Tyra does it.
Is it okay?
If she does it for you. You're like, nah.
I'm going to show you.
Oh, God. Here we go. I didn't know this existed. We got Jimmy Kimmel.
Okay.
They're trying to cancel
here it is
him.
right here.
Jimmy
Tyra.
Fallon.
So this is a whole article about her being slammed over blackface. Okay. So let me show you.
Oh, my God. That looks so bad.
Okay. That's Kim Kardashian talking shit. Okay, so basically, there was a photo shoot. Let me see if I can pull up the exact photo shoot so you guys can get it real live. The photo shoot basically she transformed models who were white into black women. Kind of sus.
Well, that picture that you just had on
I'm going to show you.
It didn't look good.
Yeah, I'm going to show you. Hold on. Let's see if we can pull this clip up. Okay, here we go. She had girls dress up to be black.
Okay, so the finished product, I mean, it looks okay. You know what I mean? You don't think so? They look like Egyptian or something.
They do look Egyptian. And I think back then it's a less...
the Oprah gif.
Oh, my God, yeah. So funny.
Okay, this is problematic.
At a certain time, it wasn't as bad, and I think, you can exit that out. Yeah, I mean, the timing now is a very sensitive time. So I can't really speak on if I'm offended by a lot of things because I think that, some things that offend other people don't necessarily offend me and vice versa. I don't know. It's hard for me to speak on those because it's just like, I don't think the intent was malicious. I think when the intent is malicious and people are trying to make fun of people and trying to make a buffoonery of, black culture and making them dance around like monkeys or being ghetto or saying slang, that's one thing. But I think when it comes to them portraying a different culture and being able to take on a certain persona, because that's what you do as a model, that's another thing.
So you think in Tyra Banks' mind and the producers...
She's black, though, so it's like...
The producers of the show, do you think the idea is, okay, you're a model, you should be able to pose and be a model in different ways. The idea is that there are different poses if you're black?
Right.
Is that the idea?
And that's where it becomes slippery. It's can you... Yeah, exactly. Because all they're doing is holding a baby. So it's like, what are you saying that because you're black, you emote a different way? Which I don't think your
posture is different, or
if it was some Black Panther shit or some some Pam Grier shit, that's different.
Maybe this is a better question. If you went to a shoot and they're like, okay, Court, could you maybe pose a little bit more white? What would you do? Would you pose different, or would you just you would just leave probably?
I'll be like, y'all gonna have to give me this check right now, and I'm out this motherfucker.
You wouldn't even do it. But if you had
hell nah,
gun to your head,
ain't no gun to my head.
I'm saying if there was a gun to your head,
can I pose white? What the fuck does that even mean? I don't know how to act white.
But that's what I'm saying. The vice versa.
I think that's
why I'm
the
posing
same
the
thing.
question.
Yeah, it's weird.
I wouldn't posing. Okay,
now
posing.
Had they have said, okay, act like Pam Grier. You know what I'm saying? In the fucking 70s. That's one thing. Or what they had said, act like a Black Panther. Or if they've said, act like, you're in a tribe and you're African and you want to exude that energy. That, you know what I'm saying? That's different. But to say that to put a woman in a black face and have her wrapped up in a head wrap and be like, okay, now, have the inspiration of a black woman. It's like, what does that even mean? And how can you emote that? Because I don't know if that's even possible.
So you think it's a little weird because they were just holding babies?
It's like that they was doing anything else. It's like, what does it matter if their skin is black? Why can't they have done that white? What are they trying to show Tyra that they can do for Tyra to be like, oh yeah, she's got it? What does she got?
She's so versatile.
And versatile in what? The fact that you can wear paint on your skin?
Yeah, it's like this is
no background.
This is supposed to prepare you to be one of America's next top models. No company is going to hire you because you can pose black. No one's like,
and what does that even
damn,
mean?
she's versatile. We're going to hire. You're hired.
No,
you can do. No one's going to hire you like, wow, you can do I mean, you maybe speak on this because you're very ambiguous looking. And people probably hire you. Maybe they think you're Hispanic. Maybe they think you're black. But that has nothing to do with how you're posing.
Okay, but what I will say though is I was hired for a Target commercial, and I had to do the arriba, arejo, y abajo. I'm sorry, I'm butchering that. I love my Latinas. Frankie, shout out y'all. I love y'all. Sorry, but obviously there is a certain type of culture when they, they're doing a cheers. This, and this. Like there's a certain thing with that. If you're not showing a certain part of the culture, like making roti or making oxtail or making fufu for the African culture, then there's nothing that you're really trying to emote. So if you're just holding a baby, it's like, okay, now hold this baby black. It's like, what? What the fuck? How do you do? People are human. Like there is no different way to do things. So that's just that feels weird to me. I don't know what she was trying to do with that, and I respect Tyra a lot, but it's like, what the fuck is she trying to do?
Maybe that was like season 10, and they were just running out of ideas. The producers were like, let's just throw things against the wall and see what sticks.
But do you think it makes it less bad because Tyra's black? Because if it would have been like, let's say, for example, Heidi Klum, if she would have done that shit.
Oh yeah, it would have been that's why I'm surprised I never heard of this before.
Oh yeah, I heard about this.
Everyone's getting canceled this year.
The reason
Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, they all did blackface.
Yeah, but they did some shucking and jiving ass shit.
Okay, but I'm just saying.
You know what that means? Shucking and jiving?
Some ignorant stuff.
So shucking and jiving is basically making fun of of the black culture as far as, yes, master. Shucking and jiving is like basically playing a role of like being permissive, or not permissive, but what's the word when you're like giving to a culture?
Yes, master. Yes.
There you go. Basically that to the white man.
Right, because you're saying
shucking and jiving.
Jimmy Kimmel portrayed Karl Malone as being very dumb.
And that shit ain't cool, Jimmy Kimmel. That shit ain't cool.
But what if it has nothing to do with him being black? Maybe Karl Malone is just talks very slow, sounds kind of dumb. I don't know.
Yeah, unfortunately, white people don't have the luxury. Sorry.
I don't know enough about Karl Malone.
I don't have the luxury to make those jokes. Unfortunately, with the way the world is set up, it just so happens that just gets very tricky. You know what I'm saying? But also, you know what I will say? What about when Dave Chappelle would make fun of white people and he would dress up as like old? You know what I'm saying?
Right, and that's
it's funny.
Are you worried? Say, 40 years from now, you're an old person.
40 years, yeah, okay. And
comedy just sucks because everyone's afraid to do everything.
Well, 40
and
years
everything is you can't do anything, and you're looking at it and you're like, damn. When I was young, and every old person says this back in my day.
But 40 years
from now, people used to be actually
look at this,
funny.
Look at us. We're in an interracial relationship, right? Times have changed.
Everyone's going to
60
be
years ago,
in between.
Absolutely. Everyone's going to be
the minorities will be
white people.
No, I'm saying the minorities will be the fully dark skin and the fully light skin.
I think the minorities will be white people in about 50 to 60 years because everyone is so involved and so cultural. Everyone is having babies in LA. Everyone's being, in interracial relationships, which are producing racially ambiguous children. Like, dude, white people will be the minority. Trust me. There will be a time when white people will be the minority. I don't know how soon that will happen. I don't know if we're going to make it through this motherfucker before that does happen. But I just know eventually it'll happen.
That is the exact episode of a South Park episode, and people come from the future. They're future immigrants.
Yeah.
They all look exactly the same. They're like basically your skin color, but they're like bald and they kind of look like me, and they're ambiguous, but they all look the same.
Okay.
They all come from the future.
Right. So we're part of the future?
Yes, we're part of the future.
Okay.
Oh, Kurt. See, I didn't know there was a T until you texted me that the other day, and I asked you, is the T silent?
Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not.
I thought it was occur, like okay, like occur.
Yeah, it is.
But you texted me with a T, and I asked you if it was silent. You said no. Occurred. Like, oh, court. Oh, Courtney.
You gotta roll your tongue.
Yes, I know, but I'm just pronouncing every letter.
Go ahead and do it right.
pronouncing every letter that's
Don't do that.
written out.
Just
So
just
the
keep it light.
listeners know.
Keep it light.